Hello everyone, here's the dome that we've been working on, and I want to take you on a journey through the model so you can experience it together with us. Here we go. The dome is 50 feet in diameter, housing an LED screen inside of it. It is topped with some solar panels that are supposed to help power the LED screens and whatever is going on inside of the dome. But it's so much more than just the LED screens. It's a community center where we can come together and experience community. The dome is surrounded by a walking path, and the walking path itself is lined with picnic tables, seesaws, and lots of slides as a playful element. The seesaws are a symbol of the balance found in community. They are basically physically giving an example of what it means to be in relationship with each other and balancing, the community aspect of relationship between us. The seesaws are illuminated at night. They're inspired by a seesaw that was an art installation in New York for a while and has been enjoyed by the public there. At night the seesaw is glowing and will provide a beautiful light that is really lovely to take pictures in. Then there are slides. They're a little oversized, perfect to use for adults and kids alike. And you see these skylights providing light on the inside, picnic tables to have family picnics. On the inside of the dome we have spaces for the community to interact with each other inside of. Over here we see the maker area of the space. Then there is the main entrance, fronted by a sundial, symbolizing the connection to light that we have as humans with the sun. And flanked on the left by a learning space, an open room that's multi-purpose. In this case it's being used by a yoga instructor. Let's go inside and have a look. Here's the reception area. Line up this shot and you see that the lighting is there's some natural light coming through the skylights above, and there are soffits with LED lights uplighting the ceilings. In this case the light is purple, and this light would be changing throughout the day, so imagine it as something like very alive. The dome is going to feel very alive in the inside, and the lighting will change throughout the day, creating different moods for the people inside to immerse inside of. And this is the gift shop area, and there's a little wardrobe area too for people to check their coats should there be a performance. And I want to show you some of the surrounding spaces. The dome space is surrounded by a corridor connecting us with all the rooms. And I'm going to take you down this corridor to show you the lighting. You see the coved ceilings here create a soft illumination, changing throughout the day, creating different vibes. Next, I'm going to take you into the maker space, which is over here. As you see, there is a table for the makers to be working on their projects. On the left is a little machine room containing some 3D printing equipment or things like that. Where we can work with like some rapid prototyping equipment. And on the right we have a staff office to provide assistance to the makers or like check out tools. There's a little checkout window. Adjacent to this maker space, there are some utility rooms that I want to quickly show you. Over here and this, behind this door on the right, is the computer, the room, you know, that provides the compute for the dome, and a space for the technicians to work with the machines that are required to power the dome. Adjacent to this space is a storage space for chairs and tables and such that are needed for the activities, supporting the activities in the space. And then I want to take you down the corridor again to the other side of the building, where we have a learning space that is currently being used by a yoga instructor. That space. There is a room divider that makes it so the room can be separated into two separated spaces. In this case, it's just being used for a yoga class. Then down the hall we have the bathrooms, of course. I'll take you in this one. Again, we use the same kind of lighting that we used throughout the space, combining the LEDs with the sunlight from the outside, combining both nature and technology. Over here is the emergency exit. You can exit the dome in an emergency or after a show. and spill out to the outside. And next to it is the load-in area for the performers. You know, on the left hand side you see the green room, and on the right hand side is like an equipment load-in area. I'm gonna take you in the green room, which is where the talent would get ready for a show. And there is a little bathroom also available. Again with a skylight. And I'm going to take you to the front of the building again, so we can take a look at the inside of the dome. Entering through the front, passing the receptionist. Hi there. Moving into our dome space, which is 50 feet in diameter, providing an immersive space to hang out with friends and community, experience worlds anywhere on this planet or in our imagination. And be fully immersed in light. Through this door on the left is where we entered. And on the right is the stage entrance for the performers. On the left and right are the emergency exits leading to the outside, and behind these black doors is the green room and the load-in area that we visited before. Thank you very much.